Hello and welcome. Today it is all about finding different bits and pieces on the Lego website. So as we pop the Lego website up, so I've got to do it out live. We're going to start off with this. Now, if you've got one, congratulations. If you're ordering one, well, this has gone so far past the point I ever thought it would do this quickly. It is already on back order until the 9th of February. And bearing in mind, I have already heard from people that they are getting theirs shipped out already. So the back order of this is massive. Are they waiting to get the sticker fixed? What is going on with all the little bits and pieces? But hello and welcome. So today we are going to be taking a look at basically aftermath of Black Friday. Going to be taking a look at anything that's new on the website, including this amazing gazebo, because this thing looks fantastic. And then also we will be having a look-see at the bits and pieces that have been, come, gone, and everything else on the Lego website. So we've got lots of different bits and pieces to take a look at, and we have just got to basically survive after a very, very late night, a very, very early start, and a rather interesting afternoon. So there's a poll running. Basically, how was your Black Friday experience? Did you get some bargains? Was the Insiders Weekend better? I just wanted Star Trek, and you're waiting for the 2026 set. So tuck in to the poll. Let me know exactly what it is you're going to go for. And everybody that has liked the video already, thank you very much indeed. So we will wait a minute or so just for the notifications to go out. And then obviously we'll start to tuck into absolutely everything. But the first thing that you can see on the UK Lego website from just a few hours ago is what has changed. The Enterprise has disappeared and they are pushing the Black Friday hot chocolate stand because, of course, the giveaway purchase has gone for the Star Trek Enterprise as well. So it was there this morning, it was there mid-afternoon, and then all of a sudden it has just disappeared. Now, there is some interesting things that I want to start off with. I think it's under offers. I'm on the wrong one. Standard. If you wanted the cards, they go at midnight tonight. So it ends on the 28th of the 11th. Now, that's something I didn't spot yesterday. So just be careful. If you, for whatever reason, want the cards and you're thinking of waiting for tomorrow, you have to pick them up now because, of course, the cards will go. You have still got the opportunity to get the hot chocolate stand for a long, long time to come. So you can see that ends on the 1st of the 12th. And also the Mini Knights Castle ends on the 1st of the 12th as well. But as you are jumping in and everybody's saying hello, what is it you've got? Have you got anything new today? So Jill Brick says, I rewatched your live and made a list just in case we couldn't remember what was on sale. Not sure I found everything though. Should have screenshot the sale page. Yeah, probably should have done that, to be honest. It was a bit of a schoolboy error. So let's go straight on to the Black Friday stuff. Now, all the big stuff has gone. So we know and understand how hard the Razor Quest was. But there was somebody called Wolf in last night who was worrying over in America of if they could pick up the Razor Quest or not and how long they'd have to be on. They got one. They actually let me know in the comment section that they did manage to pick one up, which is fantastic. So if we go by the big stuff, we will try to remember what has disappeared. So on the UK Lego, because it's all chopped and changed, hasn't it? And there's a lot of these on back orders. The Viking Village is now on back order. That will ship within 60 days, even though it's retiring soon. So they have been absolutely pummeled in the last, well, it's not even 24 hours, is it? They have been absolutely smashed with all the bits and pieces. That's going to be shipping on the 16th of January. Who ordered what and what is on back order for you? That's the one thing that we should be asking and taking a look at, because we know that, if I'll go by memory, so the Razor Quest has gone. I don't even think this made the Lego website. So that's the first thing. It's hit America because Wolf 2022, thanks to Triggerbricks for reminding me the name, was in the live stream wondering when should get onto the website and everything else, and left a comment a few hours ago that they did manage to pick one up. Now, the guys and girls in Sweden were very, very lucky for this as well, because, well, they had a long time, by the sounds of it, to pick the Razor Quest up, whereas over in the UK, don't really think we had any time whatsoever. So that has gone goodbye. Now, the lighthouse is also not on the top of that list, which is this thing just here. We will be checking out other sales across the UK as well with regards to what's left in John Lewis, Argos, and things like that. The motorized lighthouse, I think that's a great bargain at 180, 199. And again, it has gone and disappeared. I've always been tempted by this set. But at the same time, with the news of the set that's coming out in 27, with the Bricklink Design Program, I thought, no, absolutely no need for that. So we'll be picking up that set. But this does look very, very smart. And I think it will work with the old fishing store and lots of other little bits and pieces like that. So if you did pick one of those up, congratulations to you. The X-Wing. Let's have a look at the X-Wing. Now, I have got some interesting news for everybody. The Lego truck has gone on sale, and of all places has gone on sale, it's gone on sale in America on Amazon. So if you can, however, get Amazon sent to you, you can finally get the discount on the Lego truck, because that is still yet to go on sale here. So they were the top 3 that the Lego website had, and they all sold out very, very quickly. So you can see that went from 209 to 146. Just like everywhere else, it just completely disappeared. So if you did manage to pick up any of those, congratulations to you. The poll, what is going on with that at the moment, don't be afraid to vote in there. Will be interesting to see what happens with those, because we have got the 4 options running. So yeah, they were the 3 things that you could have gone in for, along with a lot of other little bits and pieces as well. So let's see what's on back order first, and then I might be picking Triple Bricks' brain to what else has actually gone and sold out. Now, it'd be interesting to see if people thought the Insiders weekend was either better or more successful for them. I know the Technic BMW bike has also gone, because there was those 3 across the top on the UK Lego website. But we've got those 2 that are on back order. The Wolf is still on back order. 5th of December, so you don't have to wait for too long for that one, which is good. What else do we have? The Force, obviously 129 down to 77, so that's still there. I'm surprised that they're going on back order, not just being sold out. So that's available to the 8th. The Yamaha, that's the one. So the Yamaha went as well. Was it the Yamaha and the BMW? Or was it the Yamaha that was on sale on the big sale last night? So Tricklebrick says, I thought the Insiders weekend was far better in terms of deals and availability, but that's the norm these days. Also waiting for 2026 sets, so could be gone with either of the poll. Yeah, that's it. So I think a lot of people will be waiting for the 2026 bits and pieces. It'd be interesting to see what actually happens, because of course we will be, and I'm very this right. So we know this is coming. I've seen rough dates of when this potentially might be happening. And of course, it's going to be finished. It might be starting after, obviously, the Black Friday weekend. Ryan says, it's amazing for me, the price of that Marvel logo. For £15 more, you can get the Viking Village, which seems much of a better value. That is a very, very good point indeed. So that is this over here. So the Viking Village is 2,103 pieces. And you go down to the Marvel, and it's 931. So yeah, that is a very, very good point. So if you're looking at bricks, I mean, you do get, like, you can't even take the minifigures into consideration. Apparently they are exclusive minifigures to that set, but I just don't think that that's been selling very well. I think Marvel at that point, when they did bits and pieces for Marvel, I think it just came out a little bit too strong with regards to the pricing. So because the Star Wars one didn't have anything, the Batman one's even cheaper, isn't it? So I don't know what it is they're going to be doing, what they're going to be doing in the future. But that is a very, very good spot, Ryan. All right, so I see the poll moving about. And what is it saying? So I can't actually click on it because I'm using the YouTube software, so that's why it's all a little bit slower. All right, so I just wanted the Star Trek up to 50%. So did you get the Enterprise? If you got the Enterprise, let go, because did you get it with the giveaway? Has yours been shipped yet? Or are you in the long line of just having to wait? Because I think February is outrageous to wait for a set of that magnitude, which means it's not going to be in store either. So it's almost like it's going to be a re-release again. That it's on a much faster back order than anything else as well that I can remember. John, there we go. Welcome. Hello. How are we? So Marvel Lego should be at least 30%. Yeah, the Marvel logo should be quite a fair bit off. But it looks like, John, over in America, you've actually got some half decent things on Amazon. Have I seen that correctly? So the fact that you got the Lego truck in a sale and some other little bits and pieces as well, maybe Amazon's pulled it out the bag for you. I don't think we have that over here. I know your stuff sold out very, very quickly as well last night, but the Enterprise seems to be. I've been looking at the prices of the giveaway purchase as well, and they are around the £90 mark for that Enterprise. So that is incredible amount of money for a giveaway, and it's also an incredible amount of money for just getting, because they were selling before people got the Enterprise. So I don't know if people just wanted that instead of the ship, or what the thought process was behind that. But don't forget, the Enterprise in the UK was limited to 3, and it's still on back order until mid-February at the moment. And obviously, if it goes past that point, is it just going to say the next date, or will it just say 90 days? Or will it say 60 days? Will it say sold out? What's going to be going on? So this has come back. That wasn't available yesterday. So they brought that back. So you get 30%. Oh, sorry. The City one had sold out. The Harry Potter one was still there, wasn't it? So has the City one? No, the City one hasn't come back. So we're down to those 3 on there. But we will be taking a look at all of the other Lego websites as well with regards to the stock in the UK. Junk Food, good name, 5608. Got it at midnight, hope it comes in. So you got the Enterprise at midnight for you. So is it you should already have the notification. So that's the set I'm assuming you're talking about. Because the Jay's already got his notification, and he got his at midnight as well last night. So, but you can see it's all gone. The giveaway's gone. Everything's run out, and it's the 9th of February over here. Wherever you are in the world, let me know what the back order is on this. And it'd be interesting to see. Trickle Bricks says 8 sets came back in stock on the sale page around 3 p.m. Ooh, somebody was keeping that. I wasn't. I've been a little bit too busy today to keep my eye on a lot of bits and pieces. So fingers crossed for Duke's Food. Sorry, I thought it said Duke's Food for 5601. Got it at midnight. Hope it comes in. And John says anything less than $200 set didn't even pay attention to. So there was no big sets on Amazon then for you, because obviously I think the truck was the first time I'd ever gone into a sale. I think we still haven't seen it over in the UK. Might have had a couple of pounds off, but that was a big saving. And I do believe Willy Wonka because Ryan was telling me this. Willy Wonka over in America had over $100 off as well. So where our Willy over here, it is still looking strong, not selling any units at all at ×4, which is very, very exciting. So yes, that is. That is basically there. Yeah, there we go. Ryan said at the same time. Will you set ×4 limited to 3 per customer? If you can control yourselves to only, I know you might have to make 2 accounts to get 6. The fact that it is limited just to 3, I don't know how people are going to be able to control themselves on this. I think it should just go into a sale, and I think it would have sold a little bit better, maybe. But then we don't know the levels of stuff. But going by how all the other bits and pieces have been selling, yeah, it's a bit of a fruity one. So with Trickle Bricks, do you know what stuff came back in? Because the sale barge is 13th of January still, so that's like it was yesterday. Because I can't see many more people getting the sale barge now, because obviously it's not on double points. So all of these, they would have probably been bought on double points. 1 or 2 people might have been thinking for Christmas presents, but if it's not available, then what's the point of getting it now? That makes sense. So like this, you could just pick up and you'll be able to get it. And also, I know this is saying it's to the 1st of December, but if you're not going to get the set until after Christmas, would you just wait until double points and then just get it after that? Surely that would be the more sensible thing to do. Good grief, the River Steamboat has gone on a back order. That's the first time all week So that is now on the 3rd of December. That's taken a good while. Jay's Toy Collection UK. Good evening, all. It's been a great day. Somebody's been very busy with loads and loads of deliveries for Jay. So congratulations for you, Jay. He has a video that has gone basically viral, which is fantastic. So John says after the enterprise, oh, at least you got something, John. So you have got yourself an enterprise and you got the giveaway. So you are absolutely living the dream. So congratulations to John, because I don't know who else got what. So did anybody get the Razor Quest apart from the one lucky son of a gun that was desperate to get it and managed to get it, which was Wolf? Because I'm glad Wolf got it because he was panicking and panicking. We had some people from Sweden that said they managed to pick it up no problem whatsoever, but I don't know of anybody else that's got it. So if you did manage to get the Razor Quest, congratulations to you. I can say I am 100% cold turkey. I have got absolutely nothing this Black Friday. Jay said one of his videos just hit 1K already in 3 hours. That is fantastic stuff. Put the link in the chat, Jay, so people can click on it if they want to. The Aston Martin Twin Pack and French Calf were two of them. Yeah, because I did think that that's the point, the Speed Champions, because how is Paul Walker's car getting on, or is that gone? Still on back order. 10th, so it's still there or thereabouts. So there's still opportunity for that one. And that was the one that's came back. So thanks to Trickle Brick, said that disappeared and it's come back again. So there's some of the stuff that's on the sale for everybody. Yeah, so anybody that's an X-Men fan, Jay's just put a link of a video of a new Sentinel. What size scale is that? It's not a construction set. It's a massive thing from Hasbro, and he is the first person in the world, I do believe, to get that video up online. So congratulations to Jay. And a double whammy for Jay, because he's also got the Enterprise on the way, and he will be laughing to himself because everybody else is probably going to now wait until February, and the giveaway has gone. So it does look like there's loads of you that just wanted the Star Trek. So we're at 44% for the Star Trek. 2026 people are waiting for. Insiders was better. Got some bargains. It's a mixed bunch. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed, because YouTube likes that kind of thing. So if you could just literally hit the like, it'll massively help. I know it's a pain in the backside just to scroll down, but they seem to, whatever reason, it's YouTube loves that sort of thing. Don't forget the Academy car is available to pre-order. Got a very funny feeling that might sell out and be quite difficult to get hold of when people actually see it on the racetrack. There we go. So I had the Enterprise in my car with all the giveaways, 4 minutes until midnight. Good evening, Shibo. How are we? And did you left the comment. You didn't get anything, did you? So no. So Shiba didn't get anything. John got the Enterprise. Yeah, it did seem to be that people had stuff in their cart before midnight and were able to check out. They were saying the Razor Quest that people were checking out half an hour at 11:30 p.m. and it was all checking out and going. So yeah, I honestly don't think that the Razor Quest managed to hit the UK thing. The Aston Martin has now gone. So you now cannot get the safety car anymore. That is the 23 season, though. So that is the slightly older one. But yeah, that's one of the first speed champions to give up and go. So as everybody's sort of jumping in, what do you think of the Winter Village giveaway? Are we happy that this is coming out? Could you care less? Or now has everybody bought everything? Bearing in mind, this giveaway, of course, will come out after the sales. So I don't know what is going to be happening and how easy this thing's going to be to get and how expensive it's going to be. John said it was on the site already, even though it had not been updated. Happy days. It seemed to be, as you know, you were with us last night, that Germany go live until 1 a.m. And I thought, is that going to be the same thing? But it wasn't the case. But you can see that for the Winter Village stuff, they seem to have done two strong giveaway purchases, which is rather nice. And don't forget, you've got the Insiders Awards for all of those different bits and pieces as well, if you want to get anything. Now, apparently popular. Oh, that's had to see. What's this gone to? Still the 13th of January. So I just can't see many of these selling now because they're not on any more points with the sale. I think they all went on back order they all went on back order on then, didn't they? So I think what we'll start to do is we'll tuck in to some of the other UK websites just to see what is left and about, because we were checking out Argos yesterday. Now, Argos in the UK had some rather large sets available, and we will be able to see what they still have left. We are now still in the UK. We're still in the UK, just a different, complete website in the UK. We will jump back over to the Lego website, but let's just take a look at the big stuff, and then we'll scroll ourselves down. So you still got it there. The Falcon's just ticking over there, no problem at all. The crane's available there. Don't forget that crane has sold out on the Lego website. This is full price on the Lego website. That's full price on the Lego website. So you can save huge amount of money. It seems to be this year on every single Star Trek and Star Wars, shall I say? And obviously for the Star Trek, you are waiting. That's gone literally warp 9, as far as it could possibly go. John said everyone that I saw that had put stuff in their carts early lost them when it updated at midnight. Yeah, I've never known it to stay in people's carts, because normally, even if it's in your cart, you have to add something in your cart for the giveaway to jump in. So yeah, it's obviously swings and roundabouts with people trying to save time. The Riviera is an exclusive at Argos, so that will go into sale at some point. The one-piece shipping boat's 240. I can't believe that's still full price at 230. Quite surprised at that. The Black Friday Dungeons and Dragons looks good at 220. And that's it. That's still available at 195. So if you want to save yourself some money and get yourself some Christmas presents, especially over in the UK, you should be laughing, because it seems to be that the stock level on this is very, very, very strong. And you're getting 10% off the Temple Bounty as well, which is interesting. I think that it's also gone in sale in America on Amazon. And have we heard any more about the next modular? Because we were sort of scratching the surface potentially last night as what it could be. The fact that the Lego group themselves, so I'll jump back over to the Lego website, the fact that the Lego company has added a couple of more bits and pieces onto their new stuff, and it's trainers. They did this last time, don't forget, because they did it with the blue trainers. Now we have bright yellow and gold trainers, but for whatever reason they're not at the top of the page, they're a little bit further down. So these things have just been added for the low dunk. Last time they did that, literally the following day, some of the sets came out. So are we going to be expecting a set tomorrow? We're not going to get any on Sunday, but will we get some new news on Cyber Monday? Sugarbrick says, mine also stayed in the cart, except for sold out items. Fair enough. Ryan says, mine stayed in the cart on the Insider's night. I refreshed at 12 and the price updated, and all the giveaways were there added automatically. Just process to checkout. Seems the way to go. Easy, Ryan. There you go. So it seems to be, John says, Lego doesn't let you beat the system, but clearly, obviously in the UK, it does. So they obviously don't like you Americans, John, I'm afraid, because Ryan seems to be living the dream, because he bought so much stuff the other week. So it's obviously works for some people and it doesn't for others. Triggerbit says Asda had some cracking deals first thing this morning. The Django Starship Play Scale was 40, third off. It sold out super fast, I bet. I wonder what you guys think of the mini castle giveaway. Everyone likes the hot chocolate stand, I know, including me. So everybody, what do you think of the castle? Have you got one, Shibo? Because obviously you've been a Lord of the Rings fan and a castle fan. Did you manage to get one of those? Because it is still available. You've got to hunt through the Lego website to find it, but this is the one in question. So you've got to spend 225. Obviously, this was with the. I'm surprised that this one's still available. I thought this one might have changed, because I would have thought that everybody would have just bought the castle to get this, and now it's a little bit weird that you're getting a castle with other stuff. But yeah. But in the US, yeah, that's it. They mustn't. They just don't like you, John. I think that's a problem. I think they're just looking at you, going, "No, We will not let you win, and we'll not let it give it to you easy. Main thing, you got it though, didn't it? The main thing, you got what you wanted to get, and you're absolutely fine. The mini castles are ugly as sin. So, and that's the charm. Fair enough. So, I'm surprised that this stayed. I thought this one would have been the one that's gone, but also I am quite surprised that if you did want the pack of cards for whatever reason, I'm assuming that the cards are going to be replaced by um, a blanket on Monday. I don't understand why this isn't running all weekend. I'm a bit confused because we've now got the hot chocolate stand until the 1st of December. So end of Monday, we've got this. So, but we will get another giveaway on Monday. But there's going to be nothing else going in on Cyber Monday, is there? There we go. So you got it. Oh, you got it an hour ago. You're just going to use it for parts. Fair enough. So you don't like it either, then, and John doesn't like it. Basically, it looks like a lot of people that don't like Castle doesn't like it. Ryan got it with the Titanic. So yeah, obviously not too much of a huge fan on that. Triggerbrick says if you sell it, then it's £15 back on your order if nothing else. That's what they're going for. Yeah, that's it. They are worth more than that, but obviously there's so many of them about. It's just a little bit hard to sell them all at the moment for so long. It's just difficult. So you got 10% off the green dragon. The ATST is obviously that's in a sale like everything else. You got the big skyline, the big Technic skyline, 10% off. The architecture set, 133 from 200. This one hasn't been around that long, has it? So I'm guessing not a lot of people wanted to pick that one. I thought the Concorde was a good saving because don't forget when that Concorde first came out, that was actually really hard to find if you remember. That's it. So Shibo and John are both the same. Neither of you build micro builds. And Triggerbrick says I have a micro castle from the Insiders Wars a few years ago, so we'll probably sell them together. That's not a bad. If you can do that, you'll make yourself a little bit of money. Yeah, that's true. If you list them as a Star Trek mini castle, you get nine. You might get done for false advertisement. You could try. You could just like stick a Star Trek logo over the front of it and just see what it is. I still can't believe that giveaway is going for so much money. But yeah, they all seem to be there or thereabouts £90. So they still haven't dropped the price on that, even though they've got a price guarantee. I'm surprised that doesn't say like was it $99? We have seen that cheaper. The big Great Hall is down from 125 to 110, which is good. Optimus Prime, that's not a bad deal. So that's down to 106. I didn't even notice that yesterday. So that's down to 106 from 160. That's almost the cheapest I've ever seen it now. So that is getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So that's not bad at all. That's been around for a good while. I'm sure that that'll be going sometime next year. Mario Kart, I think, is a great deal at 105. What else have we got? Yeah, I think the Jaws as well is good at 97.50, and the Ninjago Mech is 98. So I am going to have to sell, I think, some of my sets next year. So I'm just trying to think what stuff do I get rid of? What stuff do I keep? I might have to get rid of the Mario Kart and the Bowser. Obviously they're fully complete, so I might get rid of those. I might actually end up getting rid of a lot of the big Star Wars stuff. So that might be what I might do. I might just get rid of all of that stuff. I might get rid of a whole theme. Just for one reason or another. Sold my shuttle pod for 90 quid on eBay. What were the other two giveaways and cashback is turning out to be a right cheap set? Absolutely. So if you didn't want it and you didn't want the minifigure with it, then yeah, you basically you've got that ship for really, really good money. Because if you got 90 quid on that and then you got, say, overall 30 to 40 pounds back on the other, then yeah, you're absolutely laughing. Plus points, don't forget. The One Piece big pirate ship, that's one that Jay was interested in. It's now £100, Jay. So if you are putting your desk together in the background, then that is £100 for you. What else do we have? So yes, I might be making next year. I might be doing a things for sale video, maybe, or things that might not last the year video or something along those lines, Drew. I'm going to sort of start to break everything down and box bits and pieces up, just to basically create a load of different space, just to allow me to do different bits and pieces, free up some money to reinvest back into different bits and pieces. So just got to think of what theme will be going. I think the Mario will probably go first and Star Wars first. I've done that before with Star Wars, so I think that might be, rather than just jumping in. Missed out on the Falcon. Sorry, not missed out on the Falcon. Missed out on the Razor Quest. Saves me getting the Falcon. I could keep the Death Star and get rid of everything else, or get rid of the Death Star as well. Onyx is still available, so that that went very, very quickly on the Lego website. 8338. That went fast on the Lego website. So yeah, well, Triggerbrick says, have you thought about what you might be buying to get the bandstand giveaway? No. Yeah, well, I have. I wanted to do something for Christmas this year as a Christmas build. That's always been my plan. But it seems to be that with how they're doing bits and pieces now with these giveaways, I might end up getting the big Christmas tree. I might do that and then have that as a December build, I think. And then what I want to do next year is condense some collections down, get them gone completely, and then go maybe all in on others. So, say for example, I get rid of all the Star Wars, and then get Marvel, get DC, get all the micro Marvel stuff. Basically, what I'm setting up for. But yeah, it just allows me to basically figure out some bits and pieces and do what I need to do. That's 25% off, which is good. It's either that or get rid of the Disney stuff, because I've got the Disney castles, I've got the Snow White cottage. I could get rid of all the Disney bits and pieces. So yeah, probably Star Wars and Disney rid of, and that'll free up quite a lot of space for expansion of stuff over next year. But for this giveaway, I don't know the price point, doesn't it? Because I know I said about the Christmas tree, but the other problem is there's so much stuff now that isn't going to be here until after Christmas. They don't ship the giveaway if you get something that's out of stock. So I would want this in my display straight away, like first or second week in December, just so I can enjoy it. And I spend the most time on the Winter Village stuff, and I appreciate it the most out of everything else. So no, that is a good point. I don't know what the price point of this is going to be. And I think this is the first time in ages that they've done 2 sets based back to back with 5 minifigures, which is good. Shuba says, they're both retiring by the end of this year, aren't they? Which ones are they? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. So the Lighthouse did. Sorry, it's the comments coming through too quickly. So let's have a look. So I'm surprised they didn't reduce the Lighthouse. So let's have a quick look at the UK. Hang on. So the Lighthouse, yeah, so it seems to be that when we were live last night checking out the bits and pieces, you didn't get everything. We did, look. So Australia got this, we got 30% off the motorized Lighthouse, and it is on the shopping block, and it is going. Yeah, Jay, that's it. I think it's time. I think it's all going to go. I think it's the right time to go. See, Disney, go for it. Well, Disney, I'll get Disney gone first. And I might get Star Wars gone after. I think I prefer the Lord of the Rings stuff over the big ships. It'd be one or the other. There's going to be some big changes next year, I think. There's going to be some big changes happening. But like I said, with regards to what I'm buying next year, it's all of the Winter first before anything. Like I said, I've wanted this Enterprise for ages and ages and ages. And I didn't get it last night. I didn't get it with the giveaway. And because I didn't get that, and I didn't get the Razor Quest either, it's like, well, is it time just to get rid of all of the other ships, keep the Death Star up top, clear that table off, which will be fine, and do other little bits and pieces. But yeah, getting carried away now. So the motorized Lighthouse, we had it gone in the sale. You guys didn't. But also, well, it says in their T's and C's that they will ship the giveaway purchase with the order. If the order's on back order, you have to wait. But if you get two things in the order and one's not on back order and the other one is, then they will ship the giveaway with that. That's how it tends to work over in the UK. Did the 200 for 1,000 points go quick? We will have a very, very quick look-see. There's one. What was it? The Express. That's the one. The Express. This didn't. The train's still available. So this, by the way, is a beautiful thing. This holiday train is amazing. I'm going to be filming my Winter Village display sometime next week. So the video will probably be up by this time next week. So you see. But yeah, this, I think the reason why this didn't go into a sale is because how much money Lego had to put into it. Because I did read that the company got the Orient Express company got involved a lot and they had to change a lot of the stuff. Yeah, well, that's it. I've been from the Outer Rim. The problem is it just takes up too much space. The ships are too big. The balls are too big. The cheese is a meter long. They all go for good money as well. I can display nicer things with the Lord of the Rings stuff, maybe. Or because the Disney stuff can go. I think all those. I think the Disney castles can go. The Snow White can go. The other thing, I'm gonna start getting rid of quite a lot of stuff from sort of January onwards. So that is the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. So there'll be stuff under development and stuff being taken out all at the same time. So it's going to be an interesting January and February. But yeah, the Orient Express train. I think I think I know why it didn't, because I think they would want. I think I read they wanted to do it cheaper, but they had to keep changing it, and they had to keep changing the details on the inside, and it just took ages for it to come out. So they spent loads and loads and loads of money. It's massive. I've seen it in person. It is huge, this thing. Obviously, it's on display track, not the other track, but you can motorize it, can't you? So you can do bits and pieces to this. And if you are a Star Wars Trek fan, you need this with the Enterprise, because there is one of the last episodes in the last season. They are in the Orient Express, and there's a computer hack. So it's a really fun episode, that actually. Features. So yeah, you can see all the detail that's in there. But yeah, it's all massive. It's all like everything's much, much bigger. But yeah, because it was Lego Ideas set, and then it got passed over to another thing, and yeah, specifications. That's what we want. I think it was a bit tough, but you can see that its knee is 4.5 base plates in length. 4.5 base plates in length. It is huge. Oh, that's very true, Ryan. Just imagine if you could travel anywhere in the universe, surely it'd be a giant chocolate factory. Well, yeah, I mean, if I sold all the Star Wars stuff, that could fund one Willy Wonka. So, yes. But do we think that this is worth the four? I think it would have been better if you got it on double points, because obviously everybody had the opportunity to get the stuff that didn't go in a sale on double points. But the problem is now is that will it be about next time double points happens next year? This is the thing, isn't it? This is the question. Is it going to be available or not? Because I don't know where else you can get it from, because I don't know who has it exclusively. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So Ryan says the original Orient Express idea submit was amazing before they all got involved messing with. Yeah, it was this time though. It wasn't Lego, was it? It was actually the train people themselves. So yeah, it's a shame really, because it had a bit of a hard history. I always prefer hearing the honesty from the designers, a bit like listening to the thing for the live stream, the Star Trek, going, well, we didn't want to give you these characters, but we had no choice because Paramount got involved, blah 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 blah. At least we know them, because they know what they wanted, which is what we wanted, but we can't always get it. And then sometimes we do ask a weird question. So the crane is 7125, so that's a big That's a big saving on that. And I think you get another 10% off if you use Toys 10. So the Toys 10 on top of the 25. I think that's how that works. It's the same thing for the Ahsoka Chopper as well. So there's some big savings to be had on Argos at the moment. So Trucklebrick said it should hold value, but probably increase pretty quick. Big like the that Hogwarts Express has gone sky high. I think that's the reason why nobody has bought them, Ryan. And Sheba says, "Yep, I was waiting for the yeah, that's the problem." So we didn't know, did we? We didn't know what was going to go in. I think it's very much a case of just get the best saving you can next year, and then if somebody else gets a better saving than you, it doesn't matter. Whereas because you've obviously got this scenario that happens where it doesn't go in a sale, or all those people that waited for the Razor Quest yesterday and did not have a chance at all of getting it. But this thing was the train that was in wrong. What was that on? It was the one that was that went sky high. I don't think you will. I don't think there's any more times 2 points. I think that's it. I think now what happens is it's all about new stock. Literally, as of tomorrow, it'll just be new bits and pieces that will be coming out. You're just going to have yeah, that's true. You still got the 2 giveaways, but if you got them already, you're just gonna sell them. But I think this is the double giveaways of the year is the insiders, because that's why I always get the Winter Village stuff then, because I always wait, because the last double points always lines up with the first Winter Village giveaway. It's really horrible how they do it, like I said. And then you get nothing. And then the next giveaway comes out, and sometimes the giveaway that comes out is just nothing, or like the new one that's going to be coming out. It's pretty tasty. Well, this thing, John, he said this is, I think, even bigger than the Orient Express. I think that this is got to be a meter. I mean, the minifigures that come with it are great, so you can make some beautiful dioramas up with it around it. So when it's on display, it will look really nice. And you can obviously get maybe some of the CMF minifigures if you want to, just to sort of bulk it up. But there's nobody missing, I don't think. So you should be absolutely fine. But this is where the minifigures will be important for something this big. You can see where they're all spread out. You could have that on the platform. I've seen this in person. So this is 47 inches, so it's 2 inches longer. So it's taller though, because obviously you got the platform and everything. So this is taller than the blue one. Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's one of those. Is if there's anything that is on the website that is full price at the moment, you either get it with a different giveaway, so you don't get the same giveaway again. But the next giveaway, I would imagine it's only going to be the one giveaway. So if you're a fan of, you might as well wait and get what you're looking at now with other bits and pieces. If you just want to get it and just sell the giveaways and it doesn't really matter, then you just got to pull the trigger. You got to basically pull the trigger whenever you can. When it's gone, it just skyrockets up. Absolutely skyrockets up. So yeah, it was like the 8080 did. Like, I reckon if I sold that 8080 now, sort of broke it all down, make sure I got all the parts there, cleaned all the minifigures up, I would get back what I paid for it, I think. So that would be good. Yeah, we still got this is what I don't quite understand with Cyber Monday. It's like I am tempted to put myself through the ringer and just do an hour live stream at 11 till 12. But I just don't think they're going to do anything, and it's just going to be a blanket. That's all it normally is, and they're online only. They're not in store. So because like I said, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if those cards are online. I don't understand why it's only a day. I'm very, very confused with that. Yeah, I really don't know the reasoning behind that one. But But yeah, the Assemble, Age of Ultron, 67.50. Batman, get 10% off on that. So yeah, sorry, Trigger Bricks, I did see you said that you do get the sale price plus the extra 10% off. So you can see that the sale price there, you save £27, but you get an extra 10% off as well. The wreaths are nice. Well, they're saying these are new, but some of these are actually discontinuing on the Lego website. So Argos are very, very late to the party. Now, the Tux Cat, that was very difficult to find when it first came out. I wonder if they're going to do another one of those. Ryan says, I like my 8080, but I find I have to squeeze its cheeks together every now and then, or it's too gappy. I like its face. I do like its face. It just really annoys me when you go to pick it up and move it and its belly falls off. And I just don't think I'm going to have the patience next year for that kind of stuff. I've given it a try. Very impressed with the Death Star. So, like I said, I could keep the Death Star up top, but I think everything on all those ships on that table can go. A lot of the stuff underneath that table can go. And then that way it leaves me room for like bigger roller coasters and things like that. So yeah, well, like I said, we'll see. It's all food for thought at the moment, but that's where my head's at the moment, which normally when it's like that, it won't get changed. So 33% for Star Trek, 25% for Insiders, 25% for Got Some Bargains, 17% for waiting for 2026 sets. Because I didn't get anything on the Insiders weekend on day one, and I'm definitely not going to get anything on the Black Friday. I was umming and ahhing maybe about the Enterprise, but I was just thinking to myself, actually, no. So I don't think actually I'll end up getting that now. Especially if I get rid of the Star Wars stuff. I just think the ships are just a little bit awkward to that scale site. They're just a little bit too big compared to everything else that's there. So the Pram, that's down to 59. That I think went up on Amazon in America as well, I do believe. So yeah, there's some. So Argos isn't too bad. Obviously, the big one that we'll be checking out in a second will be John Lewis. So Arlon Park is their lowest ever at 55. So 10% off the bulldozer already. That really 39, 37 price points fair. 55 is a little bit steep. See, that's also very steep. £55 for that is far too expensive for the Fantastic Four. But again, stuff's in sale in other places. You can still get the Moz, whatever it is, the Pod Racer, 25% off that. That went very, very quick in America and the UK Lego website. John says he hates his 8080. Did you name it though, John? That's the thing. Did you name it? The great thing about Lego, if it's retired and 100% complete, you like to get close to your money back. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, see a couple of ships, sail barge, the big balls, the cheese, got the boxes and everything, got all the instructions for them. So yeah, just get them binned off with the Disney castles to start with, and then just basically that way I can then use that as almost like a streaming area to start with, and then just see what happens. So it's been something I've been mulling over. I was like, do I? Don't I? And I was like, yeah. I think it's the right time. So it's $49.99 for the McLaren MP. Scarlet is still available at 48. So obviously that is a great price to get this with the sail barge that is obviously on sale at the moment. Save £8 on the Two-Face minifigure. I don't know if that is a better scale than the other tumbler. I don't know what people's thoughts are at that. Oh, it is on back order, is it? It's hit 50 for the first time ever. It's hit after 50% discount. It's easily the worst set of the decade, which is the Travel Moments. I've never ever, I've never seen. I don't think I've seen it built in any store. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have it in the box either. So yeah, clearly didn't do very well. Didn't do very well on that one. The big bizarre looking Hagrid sidecar thing for £45. That is what, 600 and something pieces on that one. So it's again rather some interesting options. What do we think of the architecture sets that they're going? Are we sad to see this architecture set line go, or are we glad that they're sort of refreshing it with newer bits? Because obviously the announcement that was already made with regards to the newer set, it's obviously completely changed everything. So yeah, what do we think? And there it's 10% off the Star Wars logo, which looks smart. Right, so we are going to go to John Lewis in a second. I did check this morning, and the Razor Quest was not in a sale. It was still full price, but it was still available. So I don't know what they're going for online at the moment. Everybody that's in the background, hello to everybody. Don't forget to hit the like, take part in the vote, and let me know what it is you bought this weekend, or what you're looking forward to in 2026. Is it just the Enterprise you wanted? Now you're annoyed that you got to wait until February. Have you got your tracking numbers for anything? Jay's got his bits and pieces out already. It did happen very quickly. Literally, obviously, we were getting ready to go live this time last week, and everybody got their stuff by Sunday, so they're not messing around. They're not messing around. Trucklebrick says no, they've served their time. Travel, yeah, that's it. It says yeah. Some of the sets that are going are interesting, and some of the sets that just don't do very well just have a very, very short shelf life. So yeah, I don't know with regards to for example, like the Animal Crossing and things, are they selling well enough? Because it's very, very bizarre that, like I said this quite a few times now, that they're not doing regional exclusives. You could not get the Animal Crossing stock for love or money inside the Lego stores on release day. And they had loads of them out, and they just all of them disappeared. People literally buying every single set. They loved it. And then it seems to be you see other videos in a different region, and they're like, I don't know what this is. This is never going to sell. This is the worst Lego set ever made. And the same thing happened with the K-pop group. Like everywhere in Asia, it was just back order. It just went into every single sale in the UK because nobody knew who it was and nobody ended up buying it. So, but they did say that they're not going to do these regional things anymore. So maybe it's just going to have smaller stock. But try to just realize what Sugarbrick says. No, they serve their architecture set. He's sorry, I've just clocked on to what you're going on about that. So the architecture set's not sorry to see them go. They've served their time. And the Marvel Avengers playset is 45 down to 30. So that is a nice. What I'd do is just get this back up on the Lego website while I go shopping. So we'll just get that up there. And while you're looking at that, yes, I will go on a different website and we will see exactly what is going on with this, because are they still doing their price promise? No, not yet. They're not. Ooh, interesting. Right, so the Jazz is in the sale. Now, weirdly, I don't know what, I wonder, I'm surprised they haven't. So these two have always been cheaper than the Lego website, and now they're full price, which is odd. The Lighthouse, there's a theme with this, isn't there? The Lighthouse, which has sold out on the Lego website, is full price. The ship, funny enough, which is sold out, is full price. So normally they're the ones that really do go in a sale. So will they go in a Christmas sale? Will we have it in a week or two's time where they will drop for the very last time and it'll be gone? Or have they just not got much stock? Because they price matched Argos with that for 56. They've got all of these other little bits and pieces on here. I thought they would have updated this a little bit, but they haven't. So you can see the architecture set. Yeah, some of them have been around forever. They do scale really well as a Legoland Miniland. So I have done that once. They did work really, really well as a display. But the newer ones seem to be a lot more fancy. I've got fly flying around. So yeah, Tricklebrick says check out Asda George if you get time. They have the bows at 20% off. I was tempted. Right, well, let's Asda. Let's have a look at that. Asda George. We'll get that up in the background ready. Hopefully it doesn't start to jump. I think it should be okay. I've got a lot of tabs open now though, so we will stick with John Lewis and then we'll go into Asda after. So let's have a look and see what is happening. All Legos 20% off, if not better. Well, you sold me then. We're just going to go straight to Asda. We go. Let's not mess around. You're selling me the dream, Tricklebrick. So it says this is a site that we didn't look at yesterday. Is there any way of shopping by all? I don't want to shop by brand. I hate that with the website. There, shop all Lego. There we go. I use my eyes. Ooh, right. High to low. What do they have in Asda George right now? £116 off the crane, £79 off the massive excavator, and £78 off the new McLaren. £15 off the Lego Dreams Stable of Dreams. So you get some weird and wonderful minifigures with that as well. So that does look pretty smart. You've got the Ferrari Daytona, £117 off that, £11 off the flowers, £117. This is why we never ever, I tell everybody, I would never buy Lego Technic from the Lego website because it always goes into a sale like this quite a lot. Now, Tricklebrick says, just for today, I believe. Well, we are tucking in. Thank you very much, Tricklebricks, for having a look at letting us know about this. So if you are from the UK and you want to have some proper sales, that's, if you are a fan of these Technic cars, they're huge, but saving £117 on something is never bad. 260. Jay, the boat is £54 off at George. So I say Asda because that's just going to get really confusing. So Jay's probably just banged his head on the table. He's putting it together. So £54 off. So down to £215. So that's a big saving on that one. The Harry Potter has £46 off. That's now down to £184. There's the Bowser. Down from 184 down to 46. I might be getting rid of mine, Tricklebricks. So if you want mine, I can finish the arms off for you because it's literally almost there. And then I've got the box and the instructions, and you can have mine. You've got the Mercedes G500, which is 44, down from 176. I thought that was. Did they? I'm sure that was the bike they had last night, and the red Ducati was the one that was in the insiders. Or am I dribbling about things? I might be dribbling about life. I more than likely am dribbling about life, to be honest. GT40. I'm looking at the wrong website. We are going to be looking at the GT40 after, actually, but there is £40 off the bigger architecture sets. I wonder if they're going to carry on with the bigger architecture stuff, or are they just going to go back to this new way of doing stuff? Is this the last time that we're going to see something like this? You've got the NASA Apollo Luna, 38 off, 38 off this as well, 38 off the car. Wow, that's a great saving. £36 off the Ninjago Temple. So it's just 20% off for this Black Friday. I wonder if it'll come back on Cyber Monday or they'll put different bits and pieces in. So ST3 Gaming, if my order says in warehouse on the Lego site, what the odds it'll get cancelled? No, but if you're at the warehouse stage, you should be okay. You should be okay. It just depends if you get an email saying it's on back order. But yeah, you should be absolutely fine. You should already have the confirmation of all the giveaways that it's going to be coming with as well. So you'll be higher up on that list. You might find that yours might ship tomorrow, depending on when it is you ordered yours. You might be okay. With regards to, again, just looking at the poll, well, this is the first time this has happened. It's 25% for everything. So all four are drawing at the moment after 16 votes. So yeah, that's a first, because last night, what I mean, did we have last night? We had like 50. No, we had 101 votes in the poll last night, and it was still pretty close after all of those as well. So that was fantastic numbers in there. £36 off the train, £34 off the Harry Potter alley. There's the red Ducati. £32 off the Falcon. See, that Falcon's expensive at George, because we've seen it for 90. I think we've seen it for 90. 33 for the car, 34 for the F1, 31 for the Peugeot. They've got some big old things in here. Yeah, Ryan says the warehouse means it's too late for you to cancel, so it's on the way. Yeah, that is true. It does state that, doesn't it? So that is very, very true indeed. Optimus is 128 at George, so I wonder if some of they're going by some of them that we've seen which are cheaper. I wonder if their actual high price point was cheaper as well. And George have just gone max price and down, because that we've seen anywhere from 99 to more expensive than that. That's a great saving though. That's the best we've seen. That's the best we've seen on that Ninjago Dragon. £28 saving on that. So that's 100 down to 112 from 140. The train's 140 down to 112. The big Skyline is down to 104 from 130 as well, which is again a fantastic looking thing. They always, in the other, I was going to say, other websites seem to have the Dream stuff on big sales, where they've got like 2 for whatever. That's normally John Lewis, isn't it? But £26 off that's another big thing, because those minifigures on that are good. That's now, I think, to be honest, this is normally a standard price at a lot of the places. So it'll be interesting to see if that actually stays. There we go. So the Travel Moments, the set that will not sell, is now £104. So you're saving 26. Malfroid is down to 104 as well. So you're saving another 26. The Onyx is available here as well. 20% off, save 25 quid. 37.50 for the C3PO. With the minifigure, I do believe everybody wanted to come with all of the other sets, and it just didn't happen. So yeah, that's still available over here. So if this is for today only, it's £23 on this Mario just here, £24 saving on the Great Pyramid, £23 off the Zlob. I think that's what it is, isn't it? The Zlob. Yeah, or Z-Blob, however you're supposed to pronounce it. And then it's £23 off the Friends Adventure Cap Treehouse. God, you can get both big Ninjago people if you wanted to, because you save £22 on that as well. So that's not bad going at all. £20 off the Arctic. £21 off the Mario. £19 up of the mashup, so that's down to 76, 20% off. So yeah, it is ever so. The crane, saved 19, 76. That crane is enormous, absolutely enormous. Front loader 18, Fortnite 18, Book Nook 18. That's a quick thing to go into a sale. The Harry Potter Book Nook, that didn't take long for that to go in. Killian. How are we, sir? So, long time. It didn't happen in the UK, we don't believe. It went within like a minute if that. But we don't think, because I was live last night, we don't think it actually appeared, to be honest. So there's one or two people in the chat that managed to get it from Sweden, America, I think Poland as well, but we just didn't. We didn't have the luxury of it. So no, I don't know. Sugarbrick says it was 24-hour sale last time, so that I'd be guessing it'd be the same, but good deals to be had. Yeah, so there's some very, very good deals from Asda George at the moment. Did you get the Razor Quest though, Killian? And welcome. It's been a while, so hopefully you are good. And yes, fingers crossed for STR Gaming or Straight Gaming. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine with that. The votes are coming in still, so the bargains are winning. You got lots of you have got some bargains, which is nice. So we like that. So that's always good to see. The Volvo front loader, £18 on that. Guru, well, whatever his name is, the baby, the child, 18, 18, 18 and 18 from that row. The Marvel sign down to 72. But again, going by all the comments at the start of the video, you could get the Viking River for pretty much the same price, and it's nearly 2,000 pieces more or whatever it is like that. So yeah, it's you got to be careful with where you go. The Battle Bus has good minifigures on, so it's 18 pounds off, 72 quid on that. You've got the big lorry there, £18 again, now £72. Yeah, there is some very, very fruity stuff in here. Very, very fruity stuff. Ooh. Bumblebee, £16 off. £16 off the little car as well. The Jet finally had money knocked off. It took a while, but it's down to 60. Still a bit expensive. That is still pricey. That's a good price, 60, but that's been cheaper elsewhere as well. Again, you just got to play that game. You just got to be careful. They seem to have really good savings on stuff, on some things, and they're very, very close to others. So the Pod Racer again, 49. The camera was really hard to get when that first came out, so you're saving £14 on that. Well, we know the helmets always go up in money because some of those helmets are a ridiculous amount of money the second they get discontinued. So yeah, there's some very, very strong savings to be had across the board. So the question is what is it you guys and girls are hoping to get over the weekend? Are you looking forward to getting anything at the weekend at all, or are you all in? Have you already done it? That is the question. So you save £11 at George and the Fantastic Four. So Smith's really was good then. So what was it, 35, 36? I think that went into for a couple of days. Love or the Flower Nonsense, you're saving 11, 11, 16, 11. The car, you save 11, another 11. The Duplo train is full price. You're saving on the start line. So the start line, does look nice. It's Asda, Killian. So I mean, you got Asda over by you, haven't you, in Ireland? I'm sure you've got it. So I'm not too sure. You might not have it. I think you should too. But it's inside of it's just part of their group, isn't it? But yeah, they got a 1 day Black Friday 24-hour sort of take it or leave it, have it your buggers. Because that look at that. Because wasn't this like hang on. So this is what you got to be careful of. So the Firehawk on the Lego website, hang on. What website am I on? I'm on the wrong. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on. You stay on that one. Got so many Lego websites, like bits open, that I never pay attention anymore. And when I see it, it's like, oh, it's not in the correct, it's not in the correct currency. Firehawk. So we are looking at, bearing in mind, was 47 down to 37.60, but on the Lego website, this is the only thing that Lego, they've got it for 18.79. How and no, it's gone. So you're not getting it for 18.79 because it was 60% off. So sorry, Killian. Sorry. Well, they've got good stuff on the Lego website if you can. Good evening to Brickford. I wanted a 3-in-1 pirate ship, Lego out of stock. Got 2 for Mazda with daughter's discount. Got happy days. So the 3-in-1 pirate with a W. You might have noticed how I can't spell to save my life. This is the one. Yeah, I think this is going to go. I think this is going to go for a lot of money, and we'll get back to this ship in a second. But I'm really surprised that this is still available because this is going. So they've still got a limit of 5 on this, so they seem to have loads of them. But what I am quite surprised about is, like I said this before, Argos has said that they've just got it in stock. So will they keep this in stock for a few months yet? Because I'll be very surprised if this goes and as Argos has all the stock saying it's brand new. So still can't imagine that there's got to be something wrong. Oh, Jack and his Sparrow is still on back order until the 11th. That poor boat is getting shunted further and further back. So, yeah. And Willy Wonka is still available. That is incredible. That set is holding on. Oh, I think we should just do a crowdfunder for Willy and just see what it is. Let's have a look. So, nice Brick 469. They package well too. Yes, that's a good thing because if they do package it well, then you're absolutely laughing. Whereas certain companies at the moment are literally slapping the sticker on a Lego box, and that's how it's turning up, which is, let's be honest, shite. That is not a very, very good way to do that whatsoever. So, fingers crossed, they will stop doing that, and people have complained. But it's I don't know what the reasoning is for it. I don't understand why you would take it out the box and then ship it. If it's in a shipper box, you just leave it in the box in the warehouse, don't you? Surely that's the thing to do. So what else is it that people were looking for? Killian, were you after anything at all? Because there's some big things that have gone and disappeared. So we'll go through just a quick recap again with some of the bigger bits and pieces. This is the big talking point, really, that within a few hours this afternoon, this was available literally on the 28th, then you would wait until the 29th, and then I think I saw it 4th, 5th of December, and now it's the 9th of February with no giveaway. So that really didn't take long, and it's gone. Well, that's it. We don't like to name Smiths as a name or anything, but I mean, let's be honest, that is an awful way of shipping your stuff. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's quick, but I don't understand why they take it out the warehouse like that when it's in the shipper box. So it doesn't arrive to them like that. So what the reasoning is behind that, I don't know. But yeah, with regards to the 3-in-1 Pirate Bar, I think that's going to go up. I think that's going to go up quite a lot of money. What's still left in the sale on the Lego website then before we jump back over to it's because the sale tab isn't the Black Friday tab. It's the hybrid tab where it's got everything in, I think, or have they merged it? Because all of this looks very familiar. No, it's all the same, isn't it? Is it just going to be? Yeah, I think it's the same. So I'll skip that. I thought we'd found, right, but that is a swift no. The Two-Face minifigure looks great for the Batman. That tumbler is on a sale in a couple of places at the moment, but obviously those minifigures have already been used. So and the Enterprise does look smart. Yeah, it's always nice to get your stuff in a shipper box and not just for the world to see. And then it gets absolutely battered. And then you can't get the sticker off and it rips everything. So if you're trying to give it to somebody as a present, it's not the nicest thing. So you're saving £9 on the Endgame Thor. you're saving £9.40 on the Dreams. Minecraft, you're saving another £9 on that. £9 on the Force Burner Snowspeeder, because that is from the What If Disney Plus bricks rebuild the Galaxy. I think that's what it's called. So they've still got the cars in. £13.50 saved. £9 saved on that one. Group is available here. Dancing Group. I think that looks quite smart built. I think a lot of people pick that up. So Trickle Brick says Insider's deals are halfway down the Black Friday promo page and not in the sale. That helps. Right, I will load that up in the background. And I will see if I can find it. Oh yeah, they are just. So this is what's left of the actual Insider stuff. Top of the list is Mr. Willy Wonka at times 4 points. That set is going places. It is stuck there. It's the only set on the UK website on times 4 points. The Pretty Pink bouquet is available. The Piranha is 46. The camera is 55. The Love's still there at 55. So we've just seen that at the same price at George as well. So again, you've got points and things to consider and all that kind of thing. Lilo and Stitch Beach House, big sale. Obviously, the big ones that are on back order until next year, you've got some huge savings on that. So Sail Barge, great amount of money saved. Whizzing Bank, that's just incredible price as well. Shuttle Carrier, 160. Steamboat, we saw that's now on back order for the first time. Oh my days! The city. I think. Oh, did we clock on this before? Is this 8th of January? So that is now selling, but I didn't think that was being discontinued this year. So maybe loads of people picked that up on double points. I just didn't really notice it because we skipped that. Oh, the BMW bike is on the back order, so that's 150. And the Upscale Racing Driver is on back order as well. So they've got a lot of stuff. They're going to be working their people at the factories quite hard to get all of these sets out, I would imagine. So, yeah, if you're waiting for anything to come, just let us know what it is that you're waiting for, because clearly there's a lot of sets waiting to come out, isn't there? So, I think that's what Trickle Bricks was aiming for. We've got couple of changes. I'm just trying to figure out the votes, the percentage. The votes have gone up, but the percentage almost stayed the same. So it's almost like we had a vote for each one. So they're back to where they were before. We're going to go back over to. I'm then going to do something else in the background. So let's go. I'm just hunting something down. So if there's any on here that you like your look of, then obviously let us know, because there's some. I mean, like apparently these, the little tiny flower flower plants. There we go. They've got loads of new elements in, so they were a thing that a lot of people wanted to get when they first came out. So it's just one of those. You just got to remember how expensive things were when they first came out, and all the other little bits and pieces that they did. Where is there? I'm just getting back to type it in anywhere for it to pop up. You have to go through Google and it finds it for you, because they haven't got it. So I want to speak to people about this, because is anybody getting this? Before I carry on, is anybody going to be getting this set at all? So I am intrigued to know what people think of it. Yeah, the poll's very, very close at the moment. But the good thing is there was something for everybody in there. Right, sorry, I missed you, Ryan. Sorry. So Ryan got the Razor Quest and the Enterprise with giveaways last night, secured the bag. Killian says, seems like this year was just overloaded of stuff, but none of it was good enough for me to part with my money. Am I the only one? I didn't name anything. And then that I saw Trigger Brick's name and shame. So I missed some people. So I do apologize. Hang on. So Brickford, we spoke about the 3-in-1 pirate ship. So again, congratulations to you, Brickford. Clean says not down south. We're not mentioning any names at all about the packaging. Ryan says, I got the Razor Quest and the Enterprise with the giveaways last night, secured the bag. Congratulations to you, Ryan. Yeah. So how quickly did your Razor Quest sell out? And where did you get it from? Where did you get that from? I'm just going to grab a very quick drink. So you guys can go talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to grab another drink because I've made a schoolboy error and not brought one with me. Okay, that's the joys of being downstairs. I can just do that nice and quickly and not have to worry. Jay says the desk is complete. Congratulations to you. How long did that take for you to do, sir, by the way? And yes, great job on getting the Razor Quest. Ryan. So, Ryan, the question is, how? How did you manage to get that? So, yeah, let me know how you managed to do that. So I'm glad people were happy with the bits and pieces that you managed to get, which is always good. But is anybody getting this? Is there anything left for anybody to buy? If this is at a high price point, is this just coming out at the wrong time? Which I think I know the answer to. So yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to be able to get one of those. Now we'll carry on with George. To George, here we are, back to Asda. Hello. How are we, Res Destroyer? Jay says 10 hours, but there was a 5-hour filming and editing in the middle. Yes, well, it took 10 hours to put a desk together. It's good going. It's about 4 screws, probably. Next time, Jay, you need to use a left-handed screwdriver, and then you'll be well away. So that'd be okay. Any updates from anybody that's jumping in with regards to stuff that's been dispatched? Have you bought anything else from anywhere else? Are you happy with anything on Amazon or anything after all the craziness of the Black Friday stuff last night? It's like we're currently looking at now the stuff that is on a 24-hour sale in the UK on a different website. So again, a lot of the One Piece stuff has gone in, which is good to see. So if you can save 20% off basically the whole wave, potentially at Asda, because the boat for 100's the cheapest we've seen. That's $8.99 off. That's only recently come out. That probably have a bigger saving. Miles is $8.99 as well. I say a bigger saving. It's 20%, so it might not have a bigger saving, but that's $8.99. All the Dreams bits, they look smart enough. Have you missed out on this Ninjago set? You can get it now for $35.20 because that sold out a while back on the Lego website. 8, 12, 8, and 8 for the next row of 4. So again, it's a mix of Friends, Dreams, Disney, and Disney. You've got a mix of Sonic, Ninjago, Harry Potter, and Duplo. And again, 8 across the board on all four of them. Technically, it's $7.99 for the one of them. The Interceptor, $7.99 saving on that. I'm assuming nobody managed to get the Star Wars. What was it? Was it this? I tried to say it this morning. I nearly said something like penetrator, and I was like, "Well, it's not that. Is it the Sith infiltrator? The Sith infiltrator." I nearly said the something penetrator. I was like, "No, that's not correct." So yeah. So that's the thing with some of these. Smiths has had a very, very strong sale, and theirs is still on. So this one with George, they've got some corkers in here, but some of them are still a little bit more expensive. So it seems to be maybe Smiths are at 25 on some of the stuff, whereas they've got there is some strong sets on here at 20. We have got some of the paddle packs, 27 for Jedi Bob, the good old Jedi Bob. Nothing jumping out on here. And that's it. That is that website covered. So we will play tag and we will carry on with loads of stuff to go through. Loads and loads and loads of stuff. So we'll go through hit the panic button if he sells a Star Wars. To be honest, I think I'm going to start taking it apart tomorrow, sir. So it will start. Some of it will start coming apart tomorrow, or it will just be moved, and we'll see basically what happens with that. So, George are good for sets that are sold out everywhere else. That's true. It's because nobody else. I tell you, actually. Oh, that reminds me. Look at that. I perked up on that, didn't I? Hang on. We haven't looked at Toys R Us, and we haven't looked at WH Smiths. WH Smiths. Now, WH Smiths is so far behind with regards to stock that a lot of the stuff, say for example, like the minifigures and things, you can get quite a lot of things, and it's intriguing to what you, because they're like three or four things down, but now it seems to have it's closed 10 branches in 25. There's a website gone under. Ah, that's disappointing. I can't find the actual website anymore. Ah, that's a shame. So my joy of trying to share something interesting with everybody has just not worked. No. Oh, finding out some interesting news about a blunder at WH Smith. It's all gone wrong for Smith. So, oh dear. Right, Toys R Us. The range. Toys R Us got a website. They have. Well, I've never ever been on this website before. Check this out. So this is a thing now. 117 stores open nationwide. All of those. I don't want to find my nearest store. I just want to search for stock. Just let me search for stock. No, I'm not going to go for store locator. Where's your stock? Do you not have a stock thing? I'm going to lose my patience in 4, 3, 2. Goodbye. That's it. That's gone. So that is all you're getting from me. Fair enough. And we'll carry on with where we were looking at. So, John Lewis, what else do they have to offer? Lots of speed champions cars. Tesco's can be good sometimes. Yeah. Well, WH Smiths. A while back, I went on their website a long time ago, and they were 3 or 4 series behind on the minifigures, and you could just pick them up for a couple of pounds each, and they were in a sale as well. So they just didn't sell. Just didn't sell. Jay's going to put a formal protest against this plan. Well, it depends how much I get done, because I'm going to carry on with the Marvel section possibly tomorrow. I've got some building to do. So it's either going to start tomorrow or it'll start next weekend. So it's going to start soon. There's going to be some big sales and big changes happening, Jay. It's just going to have to be one of those things. But Speed Champions Mercedes-Benz, $29.99, 34 for the Up House. 13.56 for the Happy Plants. Everybody that's liked the video as well, guys, thank you very much indeed. I can see the numbers going up on that slowly, which is great. Reddit Destroyer. Something horrible happened. My finger slipped. I magically brought the X-Wing Star Wars Advent Calendar. Hang on, I misread that. So you bought the X-Wing, the Star Wars Advent Calendar, and the Lego Great Hall. As I say, massive mistake. So you got some more giveaway purchases coming. So what did you end up Is that what you got yesterday? Is that your haul? Because of you were worrying, weren't you, yesterday about bits and pieces? So when did you decide that? Did you decide that when you woke up this morning, or did you do that on the sly on the live last night and just kept it hush hush, and then you're just breaking everybody the news now? So price match for 289 for the P1. All the other little bits and pieces. I'm gonna search this differently. This is annoying me. High to low. High to low. So it's still available. That isn't available. So the Falcon has gone on John Lewis. Obviously, it's not been discontinued, but that is now sold out. I'm almost sure that was there this morning or before when I looked. That's been available in a sale for ages and ages and ages and ages. I'm pretty sure it was in this live stream. It was. So the Razor Quest at the moment is actually, I think it's actually, is it sold out as well? No, it's not, because it would say email when available. So if I click on it, you can add it to your basket, but you are paying full price. I don't know if that's going to come down on Cyber Monday for a last ditch, or that's it. That's the price that you're going to be paying now, because I think John Lewis holds all the cards in the UK for that set because it's exclusive to them. And if it's gone from the Lego website, then it's game over for pretty much getting a sale. But if you want it full price, well, it's still there to be able to pick up. So I can leave that up on the screen here for everybody to see in all of its glory. So if you want to order it, do it. If you don't want it, then obviously don't. So yes, I mean, probably would have folded if the Razor Quest, if there was there this morning. Then I decided Lego is more important than pizza. It's a tough call, actually. I do like a good bit. I do like a strong cheesy pizza. But yeah, I suppose it's more important than food altogether. So yeah, we see that. Brought the X-Wing at like 4 p.m. and it sold out a few. Oh, to be honest, then yeah, because that did go, didn't it? That's why I was asking, when did you get it? Because that has gone. So yeah, they've all disappeared from. Because does that mean that is it the TIE Interceptor that's still available that came out at the same time, or did that go into the Insiders weekend? Because also they've got the Lighthouse as well. So we this is what we were looking at ages ago. So it does seem to be that all the stuff that John Lewis has exclusively, they have got still at full price. So the Bowser's still full price. The One Piece has come down. For whatever reason, the hotel's back up to full price. This is very unlike John Lewis. This is literally the opposite to what they normally do. I'm not too sure I like this new business model from John Lewis, but we are just scrolling down all the bigger sets. So yes, 139 price match, 133 price match. So we've seen these at the other websites, and yeah, you can just see what it's all about. But again, when that's available on the Lego website for the price it's available for, why aren't John Lewis matching them? I don't get it. Well, this is true. So Trucklebrick says John Lewis might still have a sale on it. Yep, there might still be time on a Cyber Monday. Yeah, so will they? Because the second John Lewis puts any of these stuff into sale, it will just go. But they did, though, have that on a sale on the last batch of double points when Lego had double points last. It's not the Insiders weekend, weeks and weeks beforehand. And it did sell out on John Lewis. So they've also had a restock for the old big ship, and it's just there waiting. So I know all those people that are really angry and said, "Oh, well, it never went into the sale." It's there. Just buy it if you want it. Just get it. It's been there the whole time. It's been in a sale 3 times a year. Granted, it's been 20% off instead of 25 or 15 instead of 20. But we have had opportunities. So the Onyx here again, price matched at 112. The Firemech 110. Lots and lots of Harry Potter sort of sets. I'm very mixed and matched across all the different websites. So some of them are full price that we've seen so far going across the other websites, and others have massive sales on. 40, hang on, well, hang on, we're still going through. So I brought the X-Wing and the Advent calendar together, as I thought I'd throw in the Advent calendar to get me over the threshold for the giveaway, which makes perfect sense because obviously those giveaways you can get money around. And yeah, I heard and I saw that you lot over there, well, over on Amazon, shall I say, there's huge savings to be had. And 41% off at Amazon is massive. So I'm assuming that there's lots of other bits and pieces on there as well that's happened. So congratulations to you for getting that. Because the Great Haul, 41% off, and it's because what price did you pay for that then? Because obviously we're looking at £109 at the moment, and I think it's still full price on the Lego website. Obviously, this is sold out though, so the Great Haul's gone at John Lewis. The Republic Juggernaut, I think, is just needs to go very, very cheap and just never be spoken about again. We know about the Mario. That's the boat that I think. Oh, too late, Jay. It's gone. That £100 offer's disappeared, so you cannot get that now, I'm afraid. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens when that comes out. The GT40 is gone. There's a lot of stuff gone on John Lewis. John Lewis wouldn't have been my go-to. It is £100. Oh yeah, because John Lewis price matches everybody. So I just wondered if anybody else had it cheaper. You paid so 99 everywhere. You paid £99 on the Great Haul. That is a fantastic price on that. That's the one that Jay's got. The coaster here, look, is £80.99. That was so. That what is that? Did that go from the Lego website? I think that's sold out, isn't it? On the Lego website. Let's have a look. It takes me that long to get to the UK website because it just keeps logging me on a completely different one. Yes, gone and £53.99, 40% off. It's a nice size. It is a nice size thing. So Trigger Brick says the coaster was 40% off. So yeah, it's one of those. You had to be. There was some big savings on the Lego website if you were fussed with these kind of things. But there's still big savings to be had as well. So it's like you've got. I would imagine with John Lewis and Smiths and all the others, you've got until 2nd of December. Whereas obviously the ones that we were looking at before, maybe not so much. But this is the one thing I can't quite understand, because obviously it went into a sale, but I'm assuming now the cheap has it at £80.99 a game to be played because they've only taken £9 off. So I don't know who else has the coaster. The only person I can think of is Smiths. So if Smiths have it in the UK, then potentially they will end up having a bit of a sale battle at some point, and it will come down. But you can see a lot of the new Mario Kart stuff is in that sale. You got the family keepsake. Yeah, a lot of the book nooks have gone in. I didn't think all those book nooks would go in as quickly as what they did, but they are. So fair enough. So got Minecraft for £72.99. £18 saving on the post office, £71.99 on that. See, there's a lot of stock available for those. It says it's exclusive John Lewis and the Lego Group. I think it's just come back out. It's new at Argos, so it's all up in the air on that. So I'm scrolling through some of these quite quickly because we've seen them already. But yeah, you've got the Emerald City. What email when it comes back in? Would you pick up the X-Men for £67.49? Is it worth that amount? Is it worth that amount of money now? Trigger Brick says the roller coaster is on his list. I can see why. It does look nice. It is a big thing. It does look nice. So the Batman Forever car, great looking thing, great looking minifigure on that. So again, that's sold out. So that didn't take long for that at all. You've got other bits and pieces available with regards to the security droid. Hey, pumpkin. And then we have got the Endgame Final Battle at 64. And then you have also got the airplane at 63. Playing musical cats at the moment, just letting the cats in. They will be making their bed up here shortly, I would imagine. So they will be getting themselves nice and snug. So the plane, 63.99. Anybody interested in the planes? We had big talks about the airplane and making like a big airport or something like that. And I think it'd be quite a nice thing to do. Marvel logo, 62. Yeah, Central Train Station, 61.99. I haven't really paid too much attention to that train station, but I think, to be fair, I probably should. So, because if I made all the space where the Star Wars stuff goes, I could either just leave it empty for building and other little bits and pieces and basically see what unfolds over the year. But I could also try to put a lot of train track around there and just have all the trains going around on that table. But if I was to do that, it wouldn't happen for sort of 6-8 months sort of thing. But I don't know how visually how that would look and if that would be an enjoyable project. But I do like how the Winter Village train is. And yeah, it will probably be a project for this time next year. So I'll clear out all the space and then maybe just make a little bit of a shortlist. I haven't actually got a plan as such to what's going to be going on that bit, and again, what would be going underneath the floor. So it seems to be a lot of the stuff that's gone on John Lewis does seem to be available on the Lego website and vice versa. So this has gone down to $49.99 for this set here. Again, heard massive mixed reviews on this because what I don't quite get is that a lot of people were moaning about the mineral collection, saying, "Oh, it's not very good," yada yada. It was a Lego Ideas set, so 10,000 people voted for it. So I don't think certain people understand how that thing works. But last time I was in the Lego store, it was selling very, very, very well. So is there anything jumping out at anybody? Is anybody happy with any of these? Are you thinking, yes, I will spend my money tomorrow? Thunder Fang didn't take long to go for that. That went very quickly. All the big dragons, I think, have gone on the Lego website, haven't they? Thunder Fang's gone. All the other ones have gone. The Darth Vader helmet, surely when that gets discontinued, that'll be what? Double the price relatively quickly. We know the pit's at 47. Oh, so they've got Egolt, or however you pronounce that dragon's name. He's a cool dragon, that one. That's gone because we were talking about what sets had disappeared for that. What's going on with all of this up here? Right, okay, so the votes have come in quite quick. The votes are coming quite quickly. Rocky's having a full-blown stretch. 23% for bargains, 23% for the Insiders Weekend was better, 23% of you I wanted Star Trek, and 32% of you is waiting for the sets in 2026. And the likes on the video are slowly starting to go up. So massively appreciate that because, yeah, YouTube's got a thing for that kind of thing. You got the Dragon Rider, the cottage. Oh, so that was the small ship that Trickle Bricks was talking about before. How much did you say that was, Trickle Bricks, for the smaller ship or the place? I say small; it's still a good size, but I can't remember what it was because that would, unless that was the one that at George where I had 20% off, and that's where you saw it. But I didn't see that on that website. The Star Cruiser, £45, Black Friday price match. Architecture set New York. Game Boy has been in sales and hasn't, and it is and it isn't. Mando helmet is now back in sale, and it wasn't. That was back in a sale, and it was. So yeah, there's lots of different bits and pieces going in and out. The well, that's gone. That didn't take too long for that to go. I'm just gonna play security guards and let Rocky upstairs. They can push the door open, but they can't actually obviously pull the door open. So they just start to knock and then look at me. It's like, why are you sat on the floor? Why don't you let me out? It's like, I just want to sit down. £40. £40 for that. Jay is on Marvelous News. Congratulations. So Jay's a big deal. He's a big lad. He's a big deal. You know, it's one of those. His bushy beard is getting him is getting well known within the 3 3/4, 6-inch, 12-inch, and now whatever inch this thing is. So you'll be massive, massive in America, sir. Congratulations to you. £44 for the Medieval Dragon. That's the creator, set number 31161. So I think 3-in-1 stuff. They've had quite a lot of good sales on those. Obviously over since the Insiders weekend, and the fact that, like, again with this £43 for the dinosaur, because you can actually buy three of them, or take them apart and rebuild them, of course, if you wanted to. That was one that Killian said he liked the minifigure of. That isn't in a sale on here though, and all of the other stuff I think we've already seen. So it's £40. So the excavator was slightly cheaper literally a few days ago. That was 36, so that's gone back up to 40. Yeah, all of this we've basically seen, I think. So let's jump back over to Lego website. Which one am I on? I'm on this one. We'll go back over. I'll just skip some of those pages, and we will go back over to John Lewis in a minute. George, sold out early this morning. Some sets were more than 20% off. Right, okay. So yeah, I have to remember that for next year, because obviously we went deep diving into the Lego website last night, but obviously there was lots of it because the John Lewis, we checked and it hadn't started, had it? So I wonder if George was a 9 o'clock kickoff, or it was a midnight kickoff, or when all that kicked off and sort of started. So now I guess the question is what changes do you think we will have for Cyber Monday or tomorrow? Are we going to get any new news of anything regarding anything whatsoever? So just give our neck this drink. I've really dry throat tonight, so our neck that, and then we'll go back onto the John Lewis website and carry on. But again, have you got one? Did you get one of these? Because it's still limited to 5. This is what I can't quite understand. It's retiring, but it's on a huge back order, and you can still get 5 of them. So, I mean, I know Jay's got one. I know a lot of the people waiting to get one. Trigger Bricks checked George at 3 a.m. Nothing. Did you sleep at all last night, Trigger Bricks, or were you just sort of buzzing on? It took me ages to get to sleep last night. And then I was up early, made that video, had to sort out a load of stuff. It's been a crazy. It's been one of those days today. One of those days today. When the day starts off really smoothly, then it just falls off a cliff. That's basically how I can explain my day today. So that was shipping 60 days. So can somebody work out what date is 60 days time from now? Because I'm intrigued to know what's further. Is this set further than the Enterprise, or is the Enterprise gone and engaged past? Trigger Rich was doing all the research for this now. He was up all night just writing down the pen and paper, like, I cannot sleep. But yeah, if somebody can actually work out what date that is in 60 days' time, it'd be interesting to see if the Enterprise is suddenly going to start saying this, or the Enterprise has passed this and they're just giving us they're giving the date for that. But I am rather surprised with regards to a lot of the sets that are retiring that they have given such a large back order window and it just doesn't say sold out. So obviously, clearly they're still producing the sets, which makes me kind of worried for January because if they're still producing a lot of retiring stock, is there going to be a big back order on the new stuff that comes out in 26? So Tuesday, 27th of January. So our theory then of it can't be past the 90-day mark is nonsense because of the Star Trek. So are they just now going to be giving the dates? Because we did wonder, didn't we? We were thinking, why does it say this for the Insiders? Why does it suddenly say out of stock? So I'm assuming for the Enterprise, they won't allow it to go out of stock and they will just try and keep that a date on there for everybody because I honestly can't remember a set that was that far, warp 9. So Tuesday, the 27th of January, 60 days. So this is more than 60 days then. So the 9th of February is more than 60 days. So I've always wondered how they word stuff on the Lego website. I mean, you guys can get your calendars out and try and work it out for yourself. But I've always wondered how they come up because it says within 60 days. So they haven't actually given a date, whereas this says it will be shipped by the 9th of February. This actually has the potential for everybody that's ordered it. 90 days is the 26th of February. Right. Okay. So that'd be interesting to see if it goes past the 26th of February, then what will they do? Because that is a massive delay. But the only problem is, and Jay can vouch for me on this one because I was not a happy bunny. There will be a set of double points coming. So if you've ordered this and not got the giveaway and the double points arrive, you will literally just have to ring up customer service and cancel to go, I've waited 90 days. This set's now in double points again. I'm going to cancel and reorder it. Because there's potential that we will have double points maybe by February, because that'll be 2 and a bit months. That might be a bit soon. So maybe we won't. So no, that way you don't really have to worry too much. But it's happened to me before where I've had a set massively delayed. And then, of course, double points happen. I'm just like, oh, what's all this about? And I wonder who's going to get this. I wonder who's going to get the Final Frontier set. Right, let's go back over to John Lewis. See the other little bits and pieces that they have. So the T-Rex stuff, that didn't take long. So they've been price matching those everywhere. So a lot of the more the play scale sets in the UK, they go into sales very, very quickly, and they kind of go around in like phases. So you have like 3% off, and it's 5% off, and it's 10% off, and they're weeks away, really close to each other when that kind of thing happens. So like all the stuff that we're looking at now, there's no massive shocks to me or probably anybody else in the UK because these have been in and out of sales all the time. But the fact that this set went so cheap on the Lego website, it's 60% off, is nuts. You can see that the Galactus has changed to $37.99. It's been price matched, saving 17 because the last one that we saw was $39. So I think 37 is Smith's. So that seems to be the cheapest there. The Book of Monsters, 37. 36 for the Lamborghini Speed Champions. And then we've got the Superhero Avengers Endgame, 36. Toy with Dog, 36. Master Dragon, 36. Uphouse, good price at 35. I think the minifigures are cute. I've seen people add a lot more balloons to that. I think it's a sweet looking thing. So Tricklebrick says Tuesday the 27th of January, that's 60 days. 90 days is the 26th of February, so that's 73 days into the 9th, I think. So yeah, so I'm guessing that it might be that they just don't want it to go out of stock. because they're selling so well. Here he is. Wolf has made it in. Wolf, congratulations to you getting the Razor Quest yesterday. I was thrilled when you wrote that comment on there because you were panicking. It went rapid pace. I don't know if you were here when it went live in the UK, but it was literally no more than 90 seconds. I manually typed in the Razor Quest and it was gone. But we don't think it actually made it to the Lego website. So congratulations to Wolf, because Wolf was panicking last night. Because let everybody know what time you joined the queue, what time you got on the website. Did you just manage to get in there absolutely no problem and just check out? Could you check out slightly earlier? Because the guys and girls that were in Sweden, they were very, very lucky with regards to getting some of those as well. So yeah, congratulations to you. And anybody else that did manage to pick one up, let us know how you got on, because it was a 30% saving worldwide on that set. So the 4+ Disney train with all of those characters have disappeared. So the Pixar is a cool looking thing. The Tatooine 4 gone. Yeah, there's a lot of price matching going on. So what's going to happen if everybody just says they're going to price match each other and don't actually set a price? That's going to be a bad game for them to be playing next year. Somebody's got to basically set the tempo, because John Lewis, I don't think, have added anything of their own price. It just says price match. But something like, I mean, this Wolverine is 50% off from the Lego website. So yeah, this seems to be very, very different from John Lewis this year. So so Wolf says, yeah, got on there, no queue for me at 12 in the US, so I brought it within 20 seconds of it going on sale. Absolutely living the dream. You could not wish for a better, smoother transaction. Whereas, yeah, some people I think were just like, yeah, it's never going to happen. We did have that though with like I said last night, we had that in the UK, not a problem with the Lion Knights Castle and the Ninjago Market, and everywhere else in all of the different countries were just saying no, gone. Couldn't even get on the website, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and we were thinking, well, this isn't too bad. So I think we very much got put into a false sense of security, thinking that it was going to be a plain sailing, but it went that quickly. I don't think anybody managed to get it. I don't feel too bad. So £27 for the Jedi Interceptor. He says, I can hear Jay in the background now. Well, he says he didn't feel too bad, but he's actually now thinking of selling his whole Star Wars collection. That is very true. That is what I am now thinking of doing. It has been in the back of my head for a little while though. So, but it got brought to the forefront this afternoon. So I was thinking, right, yeah, now might be the time. It might be the right time to do it. So the battle pack's 24. That's 24. That's 24. 24. 23s. Very, very, very similar prices across. Well, it is what it is, Wolf. Don't feel bad. You should feel happy for yourself. You were there at the right time. You got it, and that's the main thing. It's something that you really wanted, and you wanted it. You didn't want it to sell on. You didn't want it for parts. You want it to build and keep. So it's not like you wanted 5 of them, and it's not like you're then just selling 4 of them for profit or whatever else. It's not that, if people are bricklink shores and things like that, that has to be done. So it's a business, so completely understand that as well. But just wanting one set for your own collection, you got it. So congratulations to you. Harry Potter price matched at 20. The bus is 20. What do you think Lego City wise are we going to get vehicle? Because they've done some nice vehicles recently for the Lego City stuff. But what do you think? What do we think is going to happen? Do we think that they're going to do other buses, or are they going to sort of move into more lorry-based stuff? They seem to be doing like a mix of all sorts of bits and pieces. So, what do we think that's going on with all of that now? Race car carrier truck. Village hut 20, camper van 20. See, look, got to be careful though, because they're not they're not price matching the Lego website, which is really naughty. That's Pumpkin wanting to go out now. Like I said, it's Piccadilly Cat Circus, isn't it? Come on then. They're literally all coming down for their biscuits after their nap, and they're not wanting to sit behind me tonight. They're going into their beds instead. I have got stuff all around me, so they're probably like, "You dirty boy." Duplo track, the Switch tracks. So I don't think the track went into sale. Any other websites we can think of for sale stuff? What do we think? Yeah, that's it. Trickle Bricks is right. Everybody should be happy. You know, that's it. Everybody should be happy when they get other bits and pieces. It's what they want, and it's what people save up for. And it's what people work for, and it's just any construction set. Though I think that's the thing. It's any construction set. The Reddit Destroyer says Harry Potter store. The Harry Potter store. Which one's that? What have you got the item number? What store are we looking at? I've typed it in, but it is not coming through. But that's the Harry Potter. The official Harry Potter store. Oh, of course. Yeah, why not? Never ever been on this store. Didn't realize they had a store. What is the store called? Is it called Harry Potter Store by any chance? Zavi? Oh, Harry Potter Shop is what it is. Oh, God, go away, go away. Come on. Oh, we're on a new fancy website I've never been on before. Right, we have a look-see, Harry Potter Store. So the official Harry Potter site, which I'm assuming is exactly the same as Disney, but just for Harry Potter. There is savings on here. So if John is about, he might be rather excited. I'm getting excited. I'm getting carried away. We'll do what we always do. We'll go big ones to small ones because it's just easier that way. So, is there anything in here for Jay or Kiara? Oh, 50% off! Oh, 50%. That would have gone in minutes. Minutes. I didn't even know that this website existed. So 50% off that. That is outrageous. You got 10% off the main shaft. You got 10% off, 50% off this as well, and that's still available. Oh no, sorry, I'm lying to you. Sorry, that's gone. Good grief! I'm going to have more tabs open next year. I'm going to have a second screen or a computer or something, because I need to. How I'm going to share all of this. And for future sales as well. So I'm going to have to start to write down a list of stores. God, this is nuts. So 50% off the Malfoy Manor, 10% off the Chamber of Secrets, which is obviously the older one, 10% off the Book Nook, which I think that's been like a standard thing all the way through. You got 10% off across the board. So they had some big sales. Yeah, we'll have a quick look at the Entertainer as well. That's a good call. We can do that if you want me to do that. It's not a problem. But no, there's another 50% off there, so that's 3. So no surprise that all the 50% stuff is sold out. So this was the place to come if you're a Harry Potter fan. Oh, you got 50% off the advent calendar. That's filthy. That's it. What a saving that is. If you just picked up just those 2 pieces alone. because those two things are huge. That is obviously individually, that's a serious amount of money. But if you can get one for 50% off, I bet Jay is fuming after getting all of those recently. You won't be. You won't care too much. All right, just getting it back on. I type in the entertainer. The entertainer. The entertainer. Let's have a look. We'll have a look at Disney as well, shall we? Because we didn't do that, so we'll have a quick look at the Disney thing. I'm looking for Lego is what I'm looking for. Nothing else but Lego. I'm not entertainers. I see what you guys and girls did there. Show all Lego themes. No, no, don't show me. No, just I hate websites like this. No, why? Just show me everything. I don't want to. We'll go for the sales. We'll go for big savings. We'll go for the highest. What savings do we have? Well, they do have stuff. 17% off the Guardian. 13, so 95 quid for the Quinjet, 80 quid for Chopper, 72% for the Dragon. There is actually big savings on this. 60 quid for 60 quid, 20% off on the One Piece. Oh, might be in a place that we slept off. No problem, Wolf. You take care and get some sleep and rest. I'm glad you got all the bits and pieces that you wanted. Congratulations again for you getting that. And let us know when it arrives, and hopefully you'll enjoy the build, obviously, with all your giveaway. My mother doesn't understand my Lego addiction. I said to her, I got the X-Wing as it's retiring and it's awesome. She said, I quote, "That's what you said about the last ones." Well, yes, that's yeah. You can try to get to people to understand, but it doesn't always work. So £32 for the Christmas tree. A lot of the younger sets in here, actually. So there's actually quite a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of different stuff on here. We'll check this page, check Disney, and then we'll wrap it up and call it a day. So that's all of them. So get you back on to here. Go into the Disney store. I have no idea if there's any stock left on this. Let's see, 30% off. I think it did. Lego. Oh, see, the Disney Castle didn't have any. Did it? Do I have to click on it for it to know? So that's very odd. So the Disney Castle's gone straight away. There's a good possibility that a lot of people think everybody's mental. No, doesn't seem to be. I'm gonna say there's nothing on the bigger stuff. You got 20% off across the middle. X-Men Mansion didn't go in. See, it's naughty really, because the Dark Falcon's still 160, and we've seen it for 90 to 110 over what, 5 or 6 different websites now. So no, I'm not even gonna bother with them. Not even gonna bother. That's it. I'm done. Simple as that. So thank you for joining me this evening. I might do some more later ones from time to time. We'll still do the live build slightly earlier, so maybe like 5 till 7. And then what I might do once a week, either on a Thursday or Friday, I might do like a 9 till 10:30, 9 to 11, just to say hello to everybody and just see what's going on. So let us know what times you prefer. So they're both getting busy-ish. But with regards to the poll, that is going to end right It's got the poll will end in 10 seconds. So if nobody has voted for the poll that is lurking in the background, get your vote in before I end it in 4, 3, 2, 1. The poll is ended. Poll has gone. Should have bought the Razor Quest. Would have loved to watch a live stream on that. Well, we didn't have the opportunity. It wasn't even a thing. You saw what happened to it last night. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So I'm sure people that enjoy Star Trek probably would have liked a Star Trek live stream with that as a build. Razor Quest probably would have been a good live build as well, but it is what it is. Well, you can see the results in front of you. Good mix. 29% of you waiting for sets of 26, 25% waiting for bargains, 25% are wanting the Star Wars, and 21% for the Insiders weekend. My next set, it will very much depend on what price point this is on the screen. That's basically what it's going to be. So I will get something Winter Village related as probably my next like December live stream. What that will be, I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be a big Christmas tree because I think that would look lovely to display. I just don't know how repetitive that's going to be, but I think I might go all in and get a light kit and everything with it as well. So that is a very, very good ability. And then, of course, while I'm building something winter related that I just use year on year on year on year, the big question is, and this is to anybody, when January arrives, what is on your shopping list? Because I think it's going to be what's the first set of 2026. Yeah, so we've got all of them coming in. So waiting for the new modular leaks. Is it going to happen this weekend? Yeah, so yeah, that's it. You might as well just start. You might save up the Rivendell. Well, the Venator is in a sale quite a lot at Argos, so that's 400. Is it 300, 400 now? So it's £150 off that at Argos, and it's been like that for the last. It's like every 6 months they have that. The Rivendell is on sales quite a lot on Amazon, maybe twice a year. So yeah, just save your pennies up now. So just go for the stuff that you want to get. Tricklebrick says could be this weekend for the modular announcement. So we will see and wait and see what happens. But guys, that's it, and I am done. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You want to take care of the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.